Jessie J, I have nothing. This is a Whitney Houston cover. This is a first time reaction coming up in 30 seconds. Ooh, hey. This is Matt Criscuolo coming to you up close and personal with a first time reaction. Hey, listen, if it's your first time here, welcome. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell icon and stay in touch. And don't be late next time. We're having a party here, and if you don't show up, it's just not the same without you. And when you put your requests in there, I read them, and that's basically what I'm doing. You say jump, and I ask how high. That's the way it works around here, guys. And also, if you can show a little love, if possible, check out the description below. There's a few different ways that you can actually show some support and love to the channel so that we can keep doing this and keep the party rolling. At any rate, let's get right to this, shall we? Now, Jessie J, I just did my first reaction to her just a minute ago. I had to do another one, and I gave her a Stankface score of a 10. A 10. It was the same feeling I had about pretty much like Dimash and KZ Tandingen and the other 10s that I gave. I just love the way she sings. Hopefully, and I believe she will, sing this song, I Have Nothing, in her own style, where she leaves a little space, lays back, builds up with a climax, and just doesn't just like jump right out at you. You know, she's going to tell you a story and bring you on a journey. I hope that's what it is. Plus, I will admit, she's easy to look at. She's quite easy to look at. Anyway, I'm just saying, let's get right to it, shall we? Real orchestra, real band. Nice.
Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'd never ask for too much. Just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I can hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Well, don't make me close one more time.
Ooh.
I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Oh, must I imagine you there? Don't look away from me. No, I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you.
Okay, man. Don't tell me you didn't get some goosies. If you didn't get the goosies, you need to put some headphones on and listen to this thing. Listen to this thing. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm listening to. This is amazing. Guys, I'm late to the party. Okay, I will admit, I don't live under a rock, but I have never heard of Jessie J. Okay, fine. She's probably living somewhere in, who knows, Asia or England. I don't know anything about the woman. I don't know. Apparently, this is from 1993. I go, no, when is this from? I don't even know when this is from. But I am so excited to hear her because she sings like, I like this style of singing. You know what I mean? She's kind of like leaving space and kind of playing. She's singing it like I would like play it on my horn, on my saxophone, you know. Except that she's doing probably even a better job. You know, vocalists, that's another bag altogether. But she's just doing it in a way that is just so, I can absorb everything. It's like, you know, it's not like she's just coming out and belting it, going from 0 to 100. She's kind of I don't know how to explain it, but she's just wonderful. I love this style. Let's get back to it, huh? You don't want to hear me talking all the time, do you?
You see through right
wow.
One I can hold on to.
Ooh, she's so lovely.
I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I can hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide your love. I remember forever.
Yeah.
Well, don't make me cry one more time. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms every day. I must stay in there.
Yeah.
You there. Don't walk away from me. No, I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me close one more time. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms till you die.
Yeah.
Almost stay imagine you there. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me.
Yeah.
Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. If I don't have you.
Okay. I like it. And I gotta tell you, man, I love it. Oh.
I don't have you.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Okay. First of all, okay. She is a knockout. She is a knockout. Beautiful lady. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Oh my gosh. And then her voice. My God. She sings so beautifully. She does not overdo the bluesy pentatonic embellishment that I hear so many other artists doing. I mean, you know, it's just a process, man. She's making her choices. She's not overdoing it so that it becomes a stylistic show. Like, oh, listen to me. Listen to my range. Listen to listen to, you know, what I can do with the bluesy pentatonic thing. You know, listen, I've been doing the bluesy pentatonic thing on the saxophone ever since I was about, I don't know, 15 years old, maybe younger. I was really, I started off listening and emulating David Sanborn on the saxophone. So I knew about the pentatonic bluesy thing a long time ago. So, you know, sorry if I sound a little bit like a dick about it, but, you know, sometimes singers just overdo it. They go way overboard. Now, the way she embellishes the melody, I think is so tasteful and so pretty and so, you know, she's got a certain amount of minimalism to it. Now, granted, you could even become even more minimalistic about it, and you could refrain from using the pentatonic-y, bluesy thing, you know, pretty much almost entirely, and then you are relying on other musical things to make the song interesting. You know what I mean? The more you strip it down and distill it, you know what I mean? The hardest thing to play, you know, this is what I heard once as a jazz analogy, is from an improvisational perspective. F7 is a chord, okay? It's an F dominant 7 chord. The hardest thing to blow, meaning to improvise over an F7 chord, is F7. You know what I mean? When you play something simple but make it interesting, that's very effective, and it's a big challenge for a lot of people. Now, what I liked about Jessie J was that she, I believed her. You know what I mean? I don't think she was, doing an exercise in calisthenics showing us what she can do. She could do a shitload more than what she just did. I know that. I mean, I think we all know that. But she refrained. She used economy. And I just believe the way she does it. I love the way she sings. I can't say enough. I'm giving her a Stankface score of a 10 on this again. And the band behind her and the arrangement of the music, again, I mean, they took a couple of liberties and took a couple of little risks. Not risk, maybe might not be the right word, but they definitely deviated a little bit from the standard, arrangement, and they added a couple of little twisties and turnies and to the chord changes, and I appreciated that. It made it a little bit more interesting, a little more tension, a little more color, and they did a great job. Again, she had hot oil to cook with. There was no cold oil there. I would love, again, I said this before and I'll say it again. Sometimes when I hear a singer of her caliber, I think to myself, boy, would I love to hear her singing with Herbie Hancock on the piano, Christian McBride on the bass, you know what I'm saying? Jack DeJohnette on the drums, somebody like that, Ed Soph on the drums, and just hear what that would sound like, you know what I mean? Okay, that's a different thing altogether, but you know what, man? You would love it. You would love it. And I just mentioned those jazz musicians because they're, more notable, but there's a ton of great jazz musicians out there that would have just, oof. At any rate, listen, guys, it's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice. And you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice.